As matrics around the country continue their exams, there are concerns around their safety. This follows the rape of 5 grade 12 pupils at their rented accommodation in Mqhekezweni village outside Mthatha in the Eastern Cape on Tuesday. Now, Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana visits 2 walk-in study camps at 2 special schools as well as overnight camps in Limpopo and is joining us now live. Zola, very good afternoon to you. It's a very critical time for matriculants at this time of the year, certainly a time where they shouldn't be worrying about their safety.
Yes, indeed, Katlaho, you would understand that following the incident that we heard about earlier this week in Mqhekezweni in the Eastern Cape, where matriculants were allegedly robbed and raped, that raised a lot of concerns around the safety of matriculants, considering that this is the time where they usually conduct camps in preparation of a very critical time of their lives, and that is the final exam. I am at one of the schools in Tzaneen where they are actually attending a walk-in camp, and this is to prepare them for a mathematical literacy paper that they are writing on Monday. The biggest concerns have arisen around camps that happen overnight, where learners will bring their mattresses and sleep at that particular school so that they're able to study throughout the night until they get ready for that particular paper that they are writing, looking at the location of schools, and some of the schools are in bushy areas. Parents find themselves concerned as to what if intruders could potentially walk in and rob these learners, because some of these learners actually use tablets to learn in class. They've got their cell phones with them, so we will speak to the district director here, who will tell us more about the interventions that they have made to ensure that they do not experience any of those incidents here, although they haven't been reported, but they just want to make sure that everything is in order. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. I mean, this is a critical time for matriculants, understanding that they need to prepare for their exams. These ones are preparing for mathematical literacy. What are your safety concerns? I mean, I see the location of the school, where it is. I mean, it's a bushy area. What are the interventions that have been made by the district to ensure that safety is not one of their problems?
Thank you. As Mopani West Education District, before the exams could commence, we had a roadshow in terms of consulting with the stakeholders. I can safely say all the stakeholders in terms of education, their hands are on deck. We visited the royal crawls to talk to the chiefs and the indunas and mahosi in this area to conscientize them about the results and the plans that we have in place. So Mishate, where we went to, they even called the indunas to, number one, to notify them about the issues of noise, and they strengthened their bylaws. And in all the communities that we have been going to, the community policing forums have been activated. So in schools where learners are sleeping over, we have the SGBs, we have volunteer parents who are sleeping with the learners. We have the SAPs also making turns to patrol the areas. We also have camps where learners are not sleeping over, the camps where learners would knock off around 10 o'clock in the evenings. The principals made arrangements with the parents. There are parents who would come at that time to pick their learners up. There are schools where the CPF will escort the learners to their homes. There are parents who organized transport to ferry their learners' homes during those late hours. So in terms of safety, we know we are covered because everyone is supporting us.
Previously, have you had any incident in the previous years? Because we have just learned that in the Eastern Cape earlier this week, 5 matric pupils were robbed and raped while they were, staying where they actually stay. So in this particular district, have you never had those kind of, situations where learners are robbed in school, especially during this time of the year, understanding that these children are carrying tablets around?
As a district office, honestly speaking, we never had a challenge. We never experienced such, because every time we would make sure that everyone is aware of the strategies that we are using. In some of the schools, I can proudly say to you, even the principals are sleeping over at school just for the safety of the learners. So we never had experienced such an incident.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your time. Well, Katlego, that was one of the district directors of the school, essentially saying that, they've got interventions in place to make sure that their pupils are safe during this critical time of their lives. And the critical time of the year, really, because they are preparing for matric final papers. These are mathematical literacy learners that are currently being assisted by one of the best teachers in the province, we are told, to ensure that they are ready for that paper on Mondays. We understand that this district is known as one of the best districts in the Limpopo province. Of course, we are continuing moving around these schools that are conducting these walk-in camps and overnight camps, just to assess the situation and check if they've got all measures in place to ensure safety of learners, particularly female learners at this point.
It's going to be very important for multidisciplinary agents to come together in protecting these students from the SAPS, the CPFs, as well as parents, in ensuring that these students are able to study in safe environments. Zola, Sholwana out in Limpopo, thank you so much for that update.